going against the young man born in the St. Louis area, now living in St. Anne, Missouri, Pete Weber. Now, Brian Himmler, Cincinnati. He's a 175-pounder, solid, 23 years old. Nelson, the babe.
The Chief. Looking sideways a little. We have stands all the way down the lanes. Just a little something bothered him. And this is his 5th championship round appearance, so he has his feet underneath him. He knows what he's doing. Terrific strike ball. He was the first round leader, average 251.
So he leaves a 3-6-10. He won a game roll-off over Dave D'Entremont to get him the number 3 spot, while D'Entremont was 4th and met Weber 203 to 194.
Terrific style of Brian Himmler. He's got a big crank, and all the way down here, he's got to trust it out. Not quite as far as I drew that line. That'd be in the gutter, but that's what he needs. It'll almost come back every time.
So very smooth. Brian Himmler. Now he moves to the left side.
That match you spoke about, Chris, was in round 6. They tied after 42 games for 3rd and 4th, and in actually overtime, a 43rd game for both D'Entremont and Himmler. Himmler bested him in that game, and so now he's in the number 3 position. As you looked at the widespread grip, look how far he spreads that index finger. Tremendous wrist action and just tons of swing.
Flirting with the channel.
He's so lighthearted. He turned to the crowd over there and said, how did that happen? He is used to getting open frames. I'll tell you, when you have power like that, and what he needs to do is get that ball over here in the 2-4 zone and drive the 2-pin into the 10. He leaves this quite a bit, but it's still a pretty tough shot, especially as much as he hooks it.
Pete Weber's only win this year was in Tucson, and Brian Himmler was 2nd in that tournament.
Chris, and this is the split he left in the 9th frame against Weber to donate the title. So he now leaves it in the 2nd and opens again.
All right. Weber weighing in at 135 pounds, 34 years old. He has won 29 regional titles, 22 national titles. And here's another Triple Crown winner, Johnny Petraglia.
Thank you, Chris. Big D, it's great to see you back on the telecast again. Tell me about the beginning of that game.
Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, it's been 50 weeks since my last show, so first couple shots I was a little pumped up and overhit him a little bit and had a little adventures in spare shooting, but it just felt good to have a good week. I'm looking forward to the rest of the winter now. He's
a great bowler, Chris. He'll be back. Bo?
All right. Thanks, John. Pete Weber starts with 2 in a row, can make it 3.
Pete Weber did the twist at the line, hoping that he'd get a break on the 10-pin. Watch.
Oh, Peter slips on the approach and probably disturbed from the side, leaves the 10-pin and misses it. And you know, Chris, we've seen this happen in his younger days. Watch him slip on the approach and see how it affects him. Remember how he used to just fall apart? Let's see if it happens again today. He's given Himmler a terrific break.
Well, there's a 7-pin that is a big disappointment for Brian.
Well, that's the kind of shot the average player would never leave. We saw D'Entremont leave the same shot on the same lane. They hit light, and they just rip the 5-pin out instead of going directly into the 7. It either goes in behind it or over the top of it. And I guess these guys get the weirdest strikes, but it's a high-risk, high-reward type game.
We're in our second match of the Bud Light Championship.
Brian Himmler, one of the top amateur, what we call match game player or high roller players around the country. He used to bowl for terrific money, quote, as a quasi-amateur, but now has opted to fulfill his dream and be a pro, and he is really doing well. $42,000 last year. He's up to $30,000 already this year and adding.
Powerful strike. Okay, as we go to break, let's take a look down memory lane. This is the Bud Light Championship. Light Grove, Long Island, New York. Pete Weber turned to the crowd while we were away and said, "Don't worry about it. It's over."
That's after missing the 10 pin in the third frame. He still leads by 12.
High hit.
Oh, Chris, it's over can be taken two ways. You know it, pal. Right now, Peter goes right through the middle, and we've seen this unusual split. Obviously, for the big hook ball players, it's very commonplace, but the 3, 4, 6, 7, 10, we saw D'Entremont convert it. Pete watched him convert it. He knows what to do.
Okay, John Petraglia now with a couple of neat people.
Higher year, but this is your first telecast, Amleto. Is this the missing ingredient right here?
I definitely think so. I've been a little homesick, and definitely with the families out here watching me bowl, and makes a big difference.
The family's here this week, Kristen Bowl. Watch out for Amleto today.
Amleto Emmanuel. And he will be meeting the winner of this game. And Weber coming back after an open with a strike in the 5th frame.
Match is even. Brian Himmler using two different balls. He's using this blue ball on the right-hand lane, and in the 4th frame, he used a black ball on the left-hand lane. This one hooks a little bit later. Let's see if he likes it on this one.
Match play. Brian led the 1st round and the 4th round. Weber led the 2nd round.
Now, Chris, let's see if he picks up the black ball or continues to go with the blue ball. I'll tell you what, you never know what's going through a young power player's mind. Remember, he struck in the 4th frame with the black one. He's going with the black one. Now, the black one, the only difference is the black one starts hooking a little bit earlier towards the pocket. A little different weight configuration inside the ball will make it start to the pocket a little earlier.
And now he leads by 20.